Well, Aditi Jain, welcome to the Empower Network. Thank you for being here. I know it's very late there for you. You said 11:30 p.m. That's a little bit late. So thank you for showing up when you're probably ready to go to sleep. So really appreciate that. So let's talk about
Awesome.
InnoMagic. You're one of the co-founders of InnoMagic. So what does InnoMagic do? I did check out some of your links, but for those that are just jumping on, what does InnoMagic do?
So firstly, Amos, thanks for having me, and I'm super excited to be sharing everything that you asked me with your audience and yourself. So what does InnoMagic do? Is InnoMagic is the parent company of Consistent Clients. Consistent Clients is the flagship business coaching program that we have, and we actually help other coaches and to scale to $30,000 a month. And InnoMagic is the parent company. It actually started as a social media marketing agency, and that we called it as InnoMagic, and we called Consistent Clients as our program. So yeah.
Okay, so you have two things going on. You started as a social media growth company for individuals, whether they're brick and mortar or digital
For
companies.
social small business owners.
Okay, that's how you started. And
Yeah.
then now you're doing so because there's so many things you could do. You guys do funnels? Do you guys do what do you build? Social media stuff, campaigns you do? Tell me a bit more about that.
Yeah, when it comes to social media, we practically do it all. We do marketing, we do funnels, we do Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, video editing, graphic designing, like whatever comes in social media,
Yeah.
funnels, copywriting, everything.
So what made you want to get into this? Did you go to school? Like, because you're the co-founder, do you have a partner? Like, what's your story behind this?
About how did I meet my partner?
Well, yeah, why did you get into this space? Why are you even doing this work? Why are you passionate about this?
Great question. Actually, me and my partner, we're not really business partners in the beginning. We really just friends. We met in college, and I remember this one day that we, all of us, me, my partner, my entire friends group, had to meet at a place. And we had to meet at my partner Ayush's house, but he was not picking up his call since morning. And we were all like, why isn't he calling us back? He's ghosting us. And then he called me and suddenly told me that, Aditi, bring everybody home. There's this cool business idea that I have, and I want to share it with all my friends. And I was like, okay, cool, let's go. So okay. So now back then we were kids. We were like a bunch of 17-year-olds, and we just got together. And he went to a multi-level marketing seminar, and you know how MLM works, right?
Yes.
People are like, they're sharing, you're going to get an Audi, you're going to make so much money, you're going to do this and that. And as teenagers and seeing so much money, obviously we had this like, oh wow, this much money, it's going to be awesome. And Ayush got really excited about it.
Yeah.
And he had no idea how MLM works. So he got really excited about that idea, and he wanted to share it with all of us. And he told all of us, and everybody was not excited about it except me. And that's when we actually realized that we have a passion for businesses, building businesses together. And we did start an MLM company, both of us. We made couple $1,000, not even thousand, like $1,000 to $1,000. We made something like that. And eventually, my father told us that, this is not a good idea. You should focus on your studies, because we were at college at that time, and you should get a good job. And that's how we are nourished and made in society, that we should get a good job. We should
Mm.
focus on our studies. We should not do business and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So my father said, okay, cool. So focus on your studies and
No.
leave all these things. And eventually it was not even working well. We were speaking to people. Nobody was getting in. So that didn't work out. And over the years, we started three other businesses. Like, we had 4 years of college. Each and every year, we used to start a different business, which used to fail. And there was failure after failure after failure. There was no single business that actually made us real money before we started our social media agency. And how did we even start this agency is because a couple of like in the pandemic, me and Ayush, we had jobs, and suddenly when pandemic started, the companies were laying offs. They were doing huge layoffs, and eventually me and Ayush, we both got laid off, and we had nothing to do. But all we had was our passion to grow businesses, and we always wanted to have our own business rather than working for someone else. And that's when we actually went in and we randomly started an Instagram page, like just like that. And eventually, now that Instagram has page to grown to over 30,000 followers, and we constantly get clients using that page. Now we get social media clients,
Mm.
but social media was a part that we are passionate about, and we do that. But we wanted to step into the coaching industry because we believe and we love working with coaches. Coaches are people who are always looking for growth in any aspect, be it personal development, business, in life, or in general. They are the kind of people who understand what true life is about, what growth is about. And we
Mhm.
wanted to be in that, like in that space where we are all around coaches. And that's why business coaching actually started. And it just eventually started with us helping out a couple of coaches with their Instagram pages, helping them getting clients. And eventually we learned an entire system to be able to get to this position. So now we've invested a lot of money, and obviously not only like learning and implementation was the part, but investing was a huge part in our journey, where we have even started a coaching business. Like the first time that I remember I wanted to invest money, it was like my father told me, don't do this. Like this online stuff is a scam. Don't, because
Oh,
the first investment, and I didn't have that kind of money. Like it was $12,000, and I didn't have $12,000 at the moment to invest in any coach. And I really loved that coach, and I wanted to be in his coaching program and really wanted to learn from him. All we had was an Instagram audience, right? Because we'd started our Instagram page and we were making around $2,000-3,000 a month. Like that's it. We were not making more than that. So we just launched a mini course and we sold it at $97, and we got a lot of people. Like we made $6,000-7,000, and we paid that money to our invested in that coach. And like within 3-4 months, we were having our first, like 20K month.
hey, let's go back and tell some of this story because I love, first of all, I've done, when I was younger, I did a bunch of MLMs. I know it's controversial, but I love the fact that you are 17 years old. You're going to school. You jump into an MLM because obviously you have a desire to be, you're a go-getter, and then you have several failed business attempts, which anyone that's ever been successful, well, not everyone, but most business owners, they don't succeed until it's like number 10. That's the average. It's like 8th or 9th or 10th
Yeah.
business. So the fact that you just did failure business, you got up again, learned, got up again, learned, and then here you are, and then you took the $2,000 or $3,000 you'd made or you had, and then created a course on Instagram to get 6 or 7 grand to put it into. This is an amazing story.
Thank
This
you.
is inspirational. Like this is, and now you guys have, okay, so fast forward to today, you guys are working with coaches. You prefer to work with coaches. Do you have more clients than just coaches, or do you just have coaches?
Right now we just have coaches.
Okay.
I prefer to only work with them because I like these are the type of people that all other people are also coaches in our coaching program. So we prefer to have coaches right now.
Okay. So you're working with coaches, you're helping them grow their social media. Are you helping them? Now you've developed courses, obviously, since. Do you teach them how to develop, let's say, start with mini courses that they sell for $97? Do you teach them that, or do they have to come with that knowledge already? And then you show them how to practically build the funnels and deliver the course. What does that look like?
No, it's very different in this coaching program. Like we did the $97 one because we wanted first thing, we had never sold high ticket at that point when
Okay.
we were just starting out. And we knew that $97 is a good price to be putting a course about, and people can easily buy that. Even, we didn't realize that the audience that we have can actually invest high ticket in us, right? and we didn't even have a high ticket offer. But now what we do is we help coaches scale to $30,000 a month by creating high ticket offers and selling group evergreen group coaching programs.
So can I ask a question? Because people talk about high ticket offer all the time, and it's not like I'm a professional in this coaching thing. I've done very little coaching. I like collecting people in community. So when you say high ticket offer, is that $5,000 and up? Is that 10 grand and up? What's for high ticket?
Well, I believe 3 grand and up is high ticket, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
US, are we talking US or
USD.
USD? Three ticket. Okay, so 440, whatever, 500. Okay, so you're doing, but now you realize that your ideal, your target market has the ability to invest in high tickets. So you started with a $97 program, and then as you learned who your audience is and where they're at in their demographic, now you've switched to high ticket programs. So you're obviously
Right.
a lot more value than a $97 program.
Of course. $97 was not even a program. It was just a mini course around Instagram. But this is a full-fledged coaching program where you learn a deep dive into, you know, marketing, messaging, sales, content, like who to target, where to target, how to actually go into the untapped market and generate leads from there. Stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Now, can you share some success stories then with us? Because I'm sure there's coaches that are watching this that they're seeing this and like, okay, well, tell me what you guys have done. So I'm sure you have some success stories.
Of course, we've had a lot of them in the past 1 year that we have launched this completely as a group. Um, like what kind of success stories okay, I know this one woman who's really incredible. She's made over $40,000 in just 6 months, and she actually did it with having two toddlers by her side. So
Wow.
this is a very exciting thing, you know. When she started out, like she started out working with me in the month of August, and she said this to me that, Aditi, if I don't make this happen, then I will have to actually leave my young, like she has a, I think, 1 year old or 2 year old. She'll have to leave her 2 year old with a nanny, and she doesn't want to do that because it's really heartbreaking for her. And
Uh,
she actually will have to leave that person, will leave her child with a stranger, right? Because
yeah.
her husband actually works out of station, and he's not mostly around, and she has to be with them because they're small and they're little and they really have to get that care and attention. But she didn't want to do that. But if she didn't took action, she didn't invest in herself, and she was not consistent with her work, then she would have actually had to go back to her job, and she couldn't be with her kids,
Yeah.
which is so disheartening, right?
Right.
So this story is truly inspirational for me as well, because I don't have kids. Obviously, I don't understand what she's going through, but she's doing this, she's making money, and she's serving her clients. And she's also working on her marketing to get new clients with having two, like 1 2 year old and 1 4 year old kids by her side.
It's amazing.
It's truly inspirational.
So she went from 0 in 6 months to 40,000 US. So whatever, that's like
Yeah,
56,000 Canadian from 0 in 6 months. I'd say that's a win. And the real, and obviously the real win is she doesn't have to go and get a job and then leave her kids with a nanny and let someone else.
exactly.
She gets to accomplish her dreams and build a business that's only going to keep growing because she's obviously learning about social media. She's learning, probably going to think of new products and services to offer. Is your coaching program X amount of months? Is it 3 months? Is it, how does it work? Is it online?
Yeah, it's online. It's 6 months long, and we guarantee results, which means if you don't double your investment with us, then we will work with you for free until you do.
I like when people do that because the reality is everything in life is a risk, and it's not like someone's going to give a refund. It's because you've done the work, right? But if the fact that I've seen other companies doing that where they guarantee that something like that doubling your money back will work with you until you do, that gives people a sense of, okay, you're committed to this. You're not just going to leave me high and dry. I pay them
Yeah.
and then I'm. So, okay, tell us, you got one other story that you really like, another success story of another client?
Yeah, of course. So there's this one guy. He's from the US. Yeah. And before working with us, he's really good at relationship advice and relationship stuff, and he wanted to start out as a relationship coach. But before working with us, he was just like driving a taxi, and he was a taxi driver, and all day long he was going back and forth. He had no time to spend with his family, with his girlfriend, like nowhere. And he was doing work all day long, and he was barely making like 700 a month, which is so less, being in US especially, right? So after working with us, and I remember him telling this, like, this is my last amount of money. If this doesn't happen, I'll be in debt, and I don't know how will I actually get over that, because he's only making like 600-700 US a month, and that's also going in utilities and food and rent and all that stuff. He didn't want to take money from his girlfriend or somewhere else, right? He wanted to make it on his own. So he like he maxed out his credit card, and he paid us the money so that he can get started. And eventually, within like 3 weeks, he got his first client, and he like made his entire money back that he had invested in us within 3 weeks. And so that's truly inspirational, because getting clients is not the big deal, to be very honest, but making that investment and trusting that yes, this is going to happen for me, creating that belief without getting any proof of that's ever happened. That's the big thing that I believe that he did, because he believed in himself that yes, he's going to make it happen for himself. He had no other choice, right? So creating that belief was something that really caught my attention, that yes, it's very important. If you cannot believe, or if you cannot like believe that you can do this for yourself, then there's no reason why universe will make it happen for you. And I'm a big believer. I believe in manifestation. I believe in the universe and the opportunities that it sends towards me. And I truly believe that if we don't send a message to the universe that yes, this is going to happen for us, if we are not positive about ourselves, then why will someone else, or why will even the universe give us the opportunities to us, right? Like, why will someone else do it for us if we cannot do it for us?
I love what you're saying. You're talking about faith. And if you don't have faith, why are you expecting something to happen?
Right.
You have to deposit that faith. That's your job, is to believe, is to create that faith in yourself so that you can make that deposit. So can you come back to something you said? Because you said it's not hard to get clients. So, and you believe that. So there's a lot of people though that's not their experience. There's a lot of coaches that have wonderful programs, wonderful coaching, but they're struggling to get clients, and they're starting to doubt themselves, going, am I supposed to be called to coaching? Or say they're an author who's written an amazing book, but they're struggling with sales, or they're a business owner that has a fantastic product or service. You have a belief that says it's easy. So can you help them understand what is standing in their way of getting the clients? Because they know their thing works and it should be selling, but they don't know how to get the clients.
Yeah, great question. The reason why I say it's easy, because there are so many people out there who've done it, you know, exactly the people who were in your position and who are in the position now where you want to be. So just go and take their help. It's very easy. Like, if let's say I'm on average at 30-40K a month in my business, and I want to scale up to 100K per month, I know that there are people out there who have done it. I will invest in them, and I'll just copy and model what they have done. Simple. Why will I struggle, or why will I go in the bad phase when there are people out there who have already done it, and who are amazing people, who are giving you tremendous help to be able to do it? Like, why do you want to be in that struggling phase? Just go and invest in yourself, right? So simple. That's why it's easy. Getting clients is not the hard part. Going to someone, like going to a coach and actually taking out that credit card and giving the money, that's the hard part.
Getting the help.
Once you surpass that, like, you have it all.
I love your mindset. And, we're talking about ways of learning, and you're talking about the fact that if someone else has built the house you want, or a house that's very similar to your dream house, either go and ask them on social media. I remember someone saying on a podcast, David Goggins, he was like, with everything you can learn for free now on YouTube, if you have any barriers, as in there's questions you have and you're not learning them, it's all on you, because the information, as long as we put our time in, it's available. So they can either pay with their time and learn for free by mimicking and going on YouTube, or they can hire a coach who can help shorten their length of time it takes to do the exponential curve. I love your mindset. You obviously are, your father must admire this about you, because you are tenacious. I'm not sure if that, you're just, I love how you're locked in and you're like, no. So I am so happy that people watching this get to experience, because you're probably not anywhere near 40. You're probably not near 30, and you are so locked in. So what a gift to have you. How would you like to, people to reach out to you? Now, I've seen some of your links. You have something they can sign up for. Was it a 5-day or a 30-day or something?
Yeah. There's a challenge going on, the 5-day Get More Consistent Leads challenge.
Okay, let's talk about that quickly, and then let's give the link. Just tell them the link so that if they want to take a look at that, or they can go to your profile, obviously, too. But
yeah, I can just send you the link as well in the chat, and you can drop that out in the Zoom, like in the so the 5-day Get More Consistent Leads challenge, it's all about how can you generate a consistent flow of, like, a consistent system of inbound leads on autopilot without doing any cold ads or any cold DMs, because the main problem that we feel coaches have right now is that some coaching programs are teaching them to spend all day long in messengers and doing messages. Some coaching programs are teaching to run ads. Some people are doing Facebook groups. But everybody's method is so time consuming that it becomes really difficult. Like people like, one of my client, Deepti, she had 2 toddlers. She couldn't spend so much time on social media and, consistently generate leads for our business as well. Or there are so many people in our coaching program who started out while doing a 9 to 5 job, and when they have to build a business, they don't have so much time while doing the 9 to 5 job, right? So we created a system in place so that you can generate consistent inbound leads for your coaching business without doing any kind of like cold DMs or ads, and you have that system running every single week.
Okay, well, we'll is that link on your profile? I think I saw it in your Facebook profile.
Yeah, it is definitely on my profile.
And what I'll do is I'm going to be tagging you in this video after the live is done, and then people can click on your profile. Is there a website also that they can go to, like your main website? I think I pulled it up here. What's the name of your website?
I don't have that website very active, to be very honest. Like
Okay.
I do it via.
Do people follow you on Instagram? How do you like for them to connect with you then? What's your preferred way?
Yeah, like Facebook is the best way to connect with me. I'm really active over here.
Okay. And then your Instagram that has 30,000 followers, is that your name, or is that your Magic?
It's called Consistent Clients, my Instagram handle.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how would you like to thank you for being on the call, on the interview? I love your mindset. I think that is, for me anyway, others will take what they get, but thank you for reminding me of the power of persistence, because you had to pay for your success, and you failed, even though it's not a fail, you learned over and over. And now you and your partner are doing this, and what I'm hearing anyway, at the core of this is you believe that you have to sow the faith, and you have to believe, and you have to pay the price. And if you're solid in that, then things will be attracted to you.
100%. Like, it's all about your mind. So the best thing that I've learned, and This is funny. When I started out, I used to hear all these six-figure coaches and millionaire entrepreneurs talk about mindset a lot. And I used to think, okay, fine, I'll work on my mindset later. Just give me the new strategy to make my first $100,000. Like
Sure.
that's how I used to think. And especially when I was young, like younger than now. Now, right now, I am. So I understood that as I grew into my business and as I was doing my work and reaching, like learning my entrepreneurship and doing my going towards my journey, the main and the foremost important thing is that if you have a strong mind and if you really work on a mindset from the beginning, then there's no reason why you cannot achieve your goals. Like everything, every fucking goal you have is possible. Every single thing. Like if you even want to go to the moon, that is possible. You just have to train your mind to be able to think. Your mind has the power to create any vision into reality. And trust me, everybody who's watching this, I have done that. I'm from India, and for us, like people on average over here in India, they are making around 300 to $500. That's it, like not more than that. That's the average Indian people or average Indian person who makes, and they're not making more than $7,000-8,000 a year. And for me, when I started out, my goal was to only make around $5,000 a month. That's it. That was my vision at that time, and it came to a reality. When I reached that point, my goal became 10K, my goal became 20K. Now my goal is to make $100,000 a year. And I am at this age, I'm not boasting or anything, but I'm just saying that I am among the top 1% or top 10% of Indian people, and we are the
Mm.
country that has the world's most population.
Yeah.
Right. So, guys, if me with having so many less resources can do it, then anybody can do it. Just train your mind. Like I would highly recommend this book called Think and Grow Rich. It has changed the way it has changed my life. Like
Mm.
there's another book called Slight Edge. These two books have changed the way I think about business, entrepreneurship, or any decision in my life, even food or anything, any small thing. Like these two books are literally the foundations and of my life that have changed my life.
Wow. What you just said is so impactful. Thank you for, and congratulations. I am so happy for your success because you are
Thank
kicking
you.
butt. And how you just said it right there, that's where we're going to end it because you just went mic drop. Thank you, Aditi, for being here. If you have watched the Empower Network with Aditi Jain, please reach out to her. She would love to connect with you and have a conversation. Thanks for your time. If you've watched Aditi, thank you for your time. And I look forward to seeing you in the group more.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.